Good evening, everyone, at rantfinance.com, and welcome to another edition of Dino's Tech Picks. Tonight is Thursday evening, May 17th, going on about almost 11 p.m. Eastern. Boy, what another ugly day for the Bulls. Down big. We pretty much stayed in this down channel on the minis here that we've been talking about. Last night we hit the top of the trend line in the middle of the night and just never looked back. The last high there, high here, 1329.25 about 4:30 in the morning, and then we drifted down. We had a spike here a little bit at the open or towards the open. I thought for sure we'd come up and tag this top of this trend line again, and then that was I was feeling that was the place to get out and get short, and we never even made it there. We drifted the whole day. Uh, Another thing that I had seen here, which was kind of interesting, is the volume on a couple of these 30-minute spikes, and even if we go to the 15 minutes, there was a pretty good one here. You can see over the last few days of this chart, there's a pretty good that's a pretty good volume stick, and we made a pretty good tail. So I thought, oh, maybe this is the time that we'll go up and test that trend line again, but never did. Got some volume here again at the close. Broke through the bottom of this trend line and kind of got a bear flag going on here, which isn't good for the Bulls. But there's this green line here. I wanted to pan out a little bit and show you what that is. We'll actually go out to a daily, and let's go out to a weekly. Excuse the mess, but this line has some significance here, I think. This is going back a couple of years on the weekly view, and we've been on both sides of this, but when we've crossed over or been on the one side, it's been for a while. We were below it for a while, and then we broke above in December of 2010, Christmas rally. In May, we broke below it and traded below it all summer. And then, lo and behold, around the Christmas rally again, we broke above it and then made this very convoluted jumbled topping pattern. Again, sorry for the mess of the lines and whatnot, but anyway, we seem to be very close to tagging that, and we may have even tagged it. It's debatable. The more granular you get, you see we could have a couple of points, but since this line is going out a couple of years, it's kind of hard to tell, where exactly it should be drawn. So, what could happen is we could kind of bounce around here, maybe between this support line at 1312 on top of this line. Possibly then make a false breakout to fulfill the head and shoulders target here of 1289.25. I did look at that again today to make sure that's the correct target, and within a point or two, that is a target, or a pretty decent target. Or we could break this line and consolidate below it too. But I just think that's a pretty important trend line here, just from a standpoint of, again, once we get on one side or the other of it, it seems historically, at least the last couple of years, that we stay on that side of the line for a while. Another thing I noticed on the daily, look how oversold we are on a daily perspective. That's pretty significant. So that's another reason why I'm thinking possibly, we could bounce around on top of this line here. It is OPEX as well, and we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pretty decent down candles, and I would not be surprised if we got a little bit of squeeze in here at some point. So we'll keep an eye on this tonight, and hopefully the bulls get a little bit of relief tomorrow. If you're short, if you played these back tests of the neckline, good for you. Kudos, because that was the play. And as we're watching this down channel, that is the trend for now. And then, as one of my rules, play it till it breaks. This is the trend is down, and I think that's the play again until it breaks. So we'll see what this does tonight. See if we pop up back in this channel, or we kind of consolidate a little bit down here by this green line. And I'll post an update in the morning. Thanks.